let's do this. Speaking of Halloween and this new trilogy, we have a little bit of Halloween ends news. Not a lot, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of something. Uh, James Jude Courtney, the man himself, he was in a panel in Chicago, and he confirmed that Halloween Ends will start filming on January 10th of
Halloween.
next year.
Halloween ends.
Halloween Ends will begin filming on January 10th of 2022. I'm not going to read through this whole article because that's pretty much the gist of the news. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it goes on, the beginning talks about the success of Halloween 18 and the legacy of the original, and they were being delayed because of COVID, yada, yada, yada. Courtney gave an update on the status of Halloween Ends during a recent panel at Flashback Weekend in Chicago. When asked if anything for Halloween Ends was able to be shot before the pandemic, Courtney confirmed that the third film in the trilogy will begin filming on January 10th, 2022. With Halloween Kills not even being released yet, the actor couldn't tease much about the third movie, but touched upon how secretive they're keeping it. They're keeping the next two sequels. I hope they keep Halloween Ends a little bit more secretive because, good lord, everything about Halloween Kills has leaked online. And I mean, it's been up to people. I think people have done a really good job not reading it if you don't want to. But like when the trailer leaked, I scrolled past it twice. You know
Yeah,
what I
I
mean?
remember you
I
telling me about
mean,
that.
I hope they do a better job of keeping stuff under wraps. Filming starting in January gives Blumhouse and Universal less post-production time than they had on Halloween Kills, yet they should still have plenty of time before Halloween Ends is released in October 2022. Halloween Kills is said to be even more brutal than its predecessor, but it didn't seem to affect the time it took to film. With that in mind, Halloween Ends may take a little longer if they plan to up the action for the final movie and end the trilogy with a bang. How much more action you gonna? I mean, that's pretty action right there.
There's gonna be more actions. That's what surprised me. I guess you're
See,
not gonna go with the what's it called? It's like the theory I had, where it's kind of be like epilogue.
yeah, and I think that's how it's. But from what I know about Halloween Ends, um, and I don't know a lot because again, I've tried to avoid stuff. But there was a Halloween Ends script. Who the hell knows if it's true or not, or part of a script or something like that that floated
Mm-hmm.
around. Apparently, Halloween Ends is supposed to be mega different. Like people are kind of gonna be like, "What?" You
Be
know.
like, wait.
So I
Well,
don't
I mean,
know. I
what's
mean,
I can't even tell you what's gonna happen.
and yeah, I think it would cheapen Halloween Kills if Ends was just the same kind of like brutal, chaotic atmosphere.
Well, that's
You
kind
know
of
what
what
I
they're
mean?
hinting at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We both
So I
said
don't
the
know.
same thing.
And again, and it's just like the whole thing with them not taking place on the same night. It's kind of like, well, that does sound epilogue-y then. You know what I
It
mean?
does. Yeah. How do
Like I don't
you,
know. I was even thinking about it today. I listened to Unkillable again in the car on the way home.
dog, guys? I'm sorry. I added the Unkillable track came out on Spotify. Brad sent it to me. I shit you not. I immediately put that on my gym soundtrack. The shit slaps.
It does slap.
The shit slaps.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like it a lot better than I thought I would from when I heard it in the little snippet
Mm-hmm.
from the leaked one, which of course now we know that leak was true. We were wrong. We admit it. We were wrong. We both thought that that leak was fake, and it was 100% true. So we admit it. We were wrong.
He's wrong. I didn't have much opinions on it. I
That's
just
true.
assumed. Yeah. So I mean, I just like I think the thing that caught me the most with this movie in general, because the guys, again, I wasn't really a Michael Myers fan. The thing that got me the most with it was the soundtrack, because god damn, that thing was fucking baller. That shit slapped. It was hard.
It
It
did.
was like really like rockish. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, and I mean, it's a typical this from what we've heard of Halloween Kills, the score sounds more John Carpenter-ish than the
Mm-hmm.
2018 one did. And I mean, he did do the 2018 one too.
Mm-hmm.
But it sounds super John Carpenter, which I dig. I think that's really, really cool.
Yeah.
So,
I think what it reminds me of, it reminds me of what Jordan Peele, which Jordan Peele is he's a newer director, and he's done
yeah,
the last two horror movies in our recently, which by the way are slap too. Like
yeah,
Get Out
they're
and
good.
Us are great horror movies.
They're good,
And
definitely.
I remember like Jordan Peele has a thing where he uses like he uses his songs, certain songs, to set
Hmm.
the atmosphere. So for Get Out, it was Redbone, and you could tell why it was using that and that
Yeah.
movie based off the lyrics alone. And it
Hmm.
had such an ominous thing, which kind of relates to the way the movie was going.
Right.
And then but then with Us, when he used I forgot what the name of the song was, but I think it's like I Got Five on it. I think that's the name of the title. And it's a known song, but he changed it. It's changed up to sound more horror-y. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. For
Not
sure.
not not horror-y, you know what I mean? Not like that, but like
Hoary.
more horror-esque.
Whores.
That's the best way to
Slut.
say it. Yeah, you know what I was thinking. But they made it more creepy. Best way there it is. They
Yeah.
made it more creepy, and it just sounded awesome. When I saw that trailer and I heard that song, I was like, okay, damn, I like this.
Yeah.
Which makes me wonder, because Jordan Peele has a new movie called
Nope.
Nope. Nope.
Interesting. The
I
poster
love
looked
it.
interesting. It
I
really did.
love it.
I saw
I
the poster
love
and
it.
I think I actually posted it on our Instagram at We Talk the
Yeah.
Movies. Go follow us on
Yeah.
Instagram.
I remember seeing it.
Yeah.
And this movie, I'm so hyped for it because I mean, it basically describes everything that I think of when it comes to horror movie.
Hmm.
Because with that scene right there, just the poster alone, I immediately thought, if I was in that town and I saw a cloud with a bunch of like that bullshit flags looking like a goddamn balloon, I would have been like, nope, I'm in my car, I'm gone. And that mentality is so like that thought is so well known in horror movies, because like people always say like, if I was in that situation, nope, I'm out. It's that it's just like that. And
Nope.
I love that Jordan Peele is making a movie based on that notion. And it's great. I can't wait. If I don't hear that phrase, or like, nope, we're
Nope.
out of here. If I don't hear that in that movie, I'm gonna be disappointed.
And it can't just be like, nope. It's got to be like, nope.
It'd be like, nope, I'm out of here.
It takes me back to watching Black Christmas when you were like, yo, if the guy's being weird on the phone, leave.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
go
Same
to the
thing.
cops. Like, go somewhere else.
I had that same like thought whenever we saw Black Christmas, because when that phone came out, I'd have been like out the door. You guys, that's one of our videos in the TikTok. I literally said if I heard that shit and they started saying some creepy shit, I would have been like out the door. I would not be fucking with it any other ways. Okay, I don't care if it was just some weird crazy white boy. Guess what? Crazy white boys are something to be feared of. So, if I heard that on the phone, I'm out. Not even bothered with it. I ain't gonna be no hero.
You heard it here
I'm
first.
not gonna be
people.
no final girl or final boy. What?
I said you heard it here first, people.
Yeah, exactly. I ain't gonna be no hero in a horror movie. I'm out the door. Quick. If you ain't with me, you're not. If you ain't with me, guess what? You're gonna be the memoriam at the end of the movie. Just saying.
It'd be like they do at the end of Talking Dead, where they have the in memoriam for each episode of The Walking Dead.
Exactly. And I would be on the chair. I would be on the chair with Chris Hardwick, be like, I told them.
Yeah.
I told them to get the fuck out. But guess what? They didn't listen. So let's see the clip. Let's see the clip, guys.
Well, the thing about we were talking about Halloween Ends. I don't even know how we got on that strange path we were just on.
It was the soundtrack. The soundtrack.
Yeah. The soundtrack. If they start filming Ends in January, trying to think, they'll probably film for a month and a half, 2 months. Mm-hmm. So they might film, let's say, through mid-February. That'll give them March, April, May, June, July, August, September. That'll give them 7 months roughly. That'll be enough time. That'll be fine for post-production plus marketing. They'll be fine. They'll be able to. I mean, half the time, I think a lot of times trailers are cut for movies before the all of post-production is done. Yeah.
Really? I didn't think about it like that.
Yeah, I think they're cut before post-production is like
That's a huge risk, though. That really is.
Well, that's why like some of the Infinity War and the Endgame trailers had like CGI that looked different. Like, do you remember that I think it was the first Infinity War trailer that came out. Thanos is still like blue. He's not like purple. Like if you remember at the end of the first Avengers movie, he's blue. Like, let's be completely honest. He's blue. He's not purple. And then randomly it was like he's blue in the trailer and then in the movie he's purple. It's just like, and it's just little things like that. So, but it'll be enough time. So as long as COVID goes the hell away, I think we'll still get Halloween Ends on time. I don't think they'll delay it anymore.
You keep blaming COVID, man. It ain't COVID. COVID took a break. COVID took a break. He went on vacation. This is the Delta variant.
No.
This is the next generation. This is the Z. This is the Z generation. Generation Z. COVID was is a millennial.
Oh my god.
The Delta variant is Generation Z. That's
well,
my
he
generation.
grew up awfully fast.
He grew up awfully fast. Exactly. Our generation grew up awfully fast. It's the best way I can describe it.